Hey, are you ready to read all 50 pages of the State of Fathers report that was released a couple of weeks ago? You're not? Okay, well, just watch this quick summary then.
Daddy.
Hey there, welcome to Daddy. So a few weeks ago, the State of Fathers 2018 report was released by these fine people. Basically, it does what it says on the cover. It's a report on what's going on with fatherhood in South Africa right now. Now, obviously, for a fatherhood blogger like myself, that is a very important bit of information to know. So I took the time to read it, I've digested it, and I have 5 big things that I've taken away from it. Number 1, we need to stop making assumptions about men and fatherhood. There is just not enough research and data out there for us to really know what is going on with the state of fathers in South Africa. For instance, just because a man doesn't live with his biological children doesn't mean he doesn't necessarily care about them. We need to take a deeper look into the social economic forces that are acting on that particular man, and we just haven't done that yet. Number 2, we really need to rethink what fatherhood actually looks like in this country, because we have to start moving away from a very westernized middle-class ideal of what families are and start thinking more about social fatherhood. So yeah, the majority of children in this country don't live with their biological fathers, but there are many families where uncles and grandfathers and men who live in the community take up that fathering role in children's lives, and that can't be discounted. Number 3 is something that we've known for a long time, but I feel haven't really acted upon enough. Fathers are important. From the moment of conception right through that child's life, a father plays a critical role in making sure that that child grows up to be physically and mentally and socially healthy. Number 4 is that men are victims of stereotyping. Now, that was a bit of a surprise to me, and before you get very upset, just hear me out for a second. Women definitely are victims of stereotyping, but men are too. Studies have shown that men can be positively involved in their families in ways that often go completely unacknowledged, and that's unacknowledged by both themselves and their partners. Men and women both have the same bias against men. I think that's because we're really not used to thinking of men as being the kind of people who offer support to their children, whether that's emotional or physical, or being the kind of people who really dig in and do all that unpaid labor that has to happen to keep a household functioning. So we end up believing that men aren't good at household work or caring for children, and then we only see things that reinforce that belief. And again, that's both men and women. It's messed up. Number 5 was the thing that came through most clearly in the report. Fathers need help. There just aren't enough NGO programs focused on fathers. There's not enough government policies to help dads. There's not enough education and research into what we really need to do this critical job much better than we're currently doing. And we need help. Society needs to help dads so that we can help society. And of course, that responsibility doesn't just fall onto everyone else. Dads need to do better at helping other dads. We need to be better at putting our hands up and saying, hey, I need help, and putting our pride away when we do that. And when we see a dad calling for help, we need to be very quick to offer help with empathy and sympathy, and dare even say it, a bit of love and affection. And maybe this is the kind of thing that we can learn from a lot of moms who are doing that for other moms already. Just saying. Hey, if you want to read the full State of Fathers report, and I really think you should, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Daddy. I know it's been a while since I've done these, but I really want you to try and listen to the Ask Daddy podcast. Something that you can listen to while you're driving around, in traffic, or when you're at work, or whenever you can't watch one of these videos, you can kind of listen to the sweet voice and the even sweeter voice of my wife giving sometimes great, sometimes crazy advice to people on the internet. I'm going to put a link to that in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you soon. Daddy out.
I love you. I love Daddy.